talking about agriculture. In that, we have seen what is the meaning of agriculture and types of farming. In that, we have discussed primitive subsistence farming and intensive subsistence farming. And what is the difference between, what are the difference between primitive and intensive farming we discussed, right? Today's class, we are going to discuss about commercial farming. What is commercial farming? Let us go to the lesson. What is commercial farming? So commercial farming, we can say it is a main characteristic of this type farming is production of commercial crop. So the main characteristics we can say here, that is the thing, growing crops for the purpose of commercial, we can say. So one more characteristic we can say, in this type of farming, high yielding varieties HVY seeds are used, and chemicals, fertilizer, insecticide, pesticide. These are all things we are using for the purpose of getting or obtaining higher productivity in crops. And the degree of commercialization, what are the commercialization will be there? The degree of commercialization, it will be varies from one region to other region. For example, I can say here a rice. If you have taken an example as a rice is a commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab. Same rice in Odisha, it is a subsistence crop. Can you give some more examples? Yeah, we can see in the live session what are the other examples. After commercial farming, we are going to next type of farming, that is plantation farming. What is plantation farming? Plantation farming, it is also a type of commercial farming. So plantation farming, what we are having, that we can say it as one of the type of commercial crop. And in this type of crop farming, in the plantation crop, single crop is grown in a large area. In the large area, we are going to cultivate a single crop. The plantation has an interference of agriculture and industry. Here we are doing the what are the cropping is there, that is not only for the industry agriculture, we can say. Sometimes it also supply raw materials to industry. Plantation, what we are saying, that is plantation covers large tracts of land. What is a large tracts? Here large tracts means we can say it is a large area, and we are using capital intensive inputs. What is a capital intensive inputs means? Capital inputs here, and that is we can say as a capital intensive inputs, that is investing of money for the purpose of agriculture, we can say as a capital in here. And with the help of migration of the migrant laborers, the people who are going from one place to another place for the purpose of job, we can call as our work, we can call it as a migrant labor. All the produce is used as raw materials in respective industry. What are the products will be there that we are using in the as a raw materials in industries? For example, we can give here tea will be there, and coffee, rubber, sugarcane, banana. Tea is tea in Assam and North Bengal, coffee in Karnataka. So tea in Assam we can say, and North Bengal, coffee in Karnataka are some important plantation crops grown in these cities. And what is the difference between, what are the difference between commercial farming and plantation farming? See, commercial farming, in this farming type of farming, crops are grown only for commercial purpose, for the purpose of commerce or the trade purpose we are doing. But as well as in the plantation crops, in this type of farming, single crops in grown in a large area. And as usual, we can say in the commercial farming, farmers make use of higher doses of modern inputs like machineries and all, HYV seeds, chemicals, etc. Labor in the plantation farming, we can say labor is employed to work in the large tracts of land using capital intensive device. What is the capital intensive device in here? It will be large area, machineries, and more labor, that we can call it as a capital intensive device. A commercial farming, I can give a example, that is rice is a commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab. So here plantation crops, tea, coffee, rubber, we can give a example. Next we are moving towards to next head, that is cropping pattern. What is mean by cropping pattern? The proportion of land under cultivation, of different crops at different points of time. So different crops will be grown in a different points of time. This indicates the time and arrangement of crops in a particular land or area. Change in the proportion of land under the different crops, change space, sequence, and time of crops also we can say. And most of all, physical diversity, plurality of culture in India. This also reflected in the agricultural particles in here. According to the what are the this one, land area, change into the proportion of land under the different crops, change in space, sequence, and time. Time of crops, we can divide the crops of India into the under three head: Rabi crops, Kharif crops, and Zaid crops. What are Rabi crops? We can say here Rabi crops. Under the Rabi crops, so what are seeds are sown in season of winter season and harvested in summer. So the seeds which are sown in the winter season and which harvested in summer, I can say here the Rabi crops are sown winter from October to December and harvested in summer from April to June. For some of the example I can give here, like barley, peas, gram, and mustard. So some of important that we can discuss here. And states where we are growing the Rabi crops, that is Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, and Uttar Pradesh are example to grow up Rabi crops. What are Kharif crops? Kharif crops are grown with the onset of monsoon. We can call in the thing it is a monsoon season, that is June and July month, and harvested will be in the month of September or October. Crops are grown during these seasons are rice, maize, jowar, bajra, tur, mung, urd, cotton, jute, groundnut, and soya bean. Which are the important states will be having Kharif crops, or which are the state growing the Kharif crops? Mainly we can say as Assam, West Bengal, coastal region of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Maharashtra. The third form of crop is Zaid crop. So it falls between the Rabi and Kharif season, and it is a short we can say as it is a short seasons during summer months. Major crops are like watermelon, cucumber, muskmelon, vegetables, fodder crops will be example for Zaid crops. This is about the cropping and the cropping pattern and types of cropping pattern in India. In next class I am going to discuss irrigation has changed the cropping pattern in many regions of India, and moreover I am going to discuss major crops of India. Under that food crops I am going to discuss, and other crops other than the food crops, and oil seeds, plantation crops. What do you mean by the horticulture? This and all we are going to discuss with you in upcoming class. Thank you for watching video. Stay tuned to GJS. Have a great day ahead.